What if one of the oldest plants in human history held the secret to shaping your biology? 2,500 years ago, on the plains of Greece, a hollow stalk of this plant carried what myth called fire, the power of knowledge, survival, and change. Today, science has peered into that same plant and discovered not myth, but chemistry, compounds powerful enough to calm inflammation, balance hormones, and interact with the deepest systems of the body. But is fennel truly a hidden health ally, or just an ancient story we've chosen to believe? Let's follow the evidence. Nature rarely speaks in a single note. It prefers a symphony. While we often try to reduce medicinal plants to a single, active ingredient, the reality is far more complex. Fennel is a masterclass in this botanical teamwork. Its power doesn't come from a lone molecule, but from a sophisticated chemical ensemble working in harmony. Trans-anethole dominates the essential oil. Laboratory studies show antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and smooth muscle relaxing effects, which may explain fennel's long use for digestion and cramping. Fenchone contributes to fennel's distinctive aroma and shows antimicrobial and digestive stimulating activity in experimental research. And beyond the oils, fennel contains flavonoids such as quercetin and camphorol, plant antioxidants widely studied for cellular protection and inflammation control. But here's something rarely mentioned. Modern chemical analysis shows fennel's exact bioactive profile changes depending on where it's grown, the soil, climate, and even harvesting methods. Not every fennel plant is biologically identical. This variability may explain why traditional remedies sometimes feel stronger than standardized supplements. The chemistry itself isn't always the same. Chronic inflammation is now linked to conditions ranging from arthritis to cardiovascular disease. And inside your cells, inflammation isn't controlled by a single switch, but by an intricate network of signals working together. Early research suggests that compounds in fennel may gently calm several of these pathways at once. They appear to lower inflammatory messengers like TNF-alpha and IL-6, while also helping protect mitochondria, the tiny energy systems that keep stressed cells alive. Some small studies hint at additional benefits, from subtle improvements in cholesterol balance to antioxidant effects in the bloodstream and possible metabolic support. These findings are still early, but they point in a meaningful direction. Because health is rarely transformed by one dramatic cure. More often, it's shaped quietly by small, consistent choices repeated over time. And fennel may be one of those small choices that, together with nourishing food, movement, deep sleep, and calm stress, gently tilts the body back toward balance. For centuries, fennel has been used to ease menstrual discomfort, support digestion, and soften the transition into menopause. Today, small but carefully controlled clinical trials suggest fennel preparations may help reduce menstrual pain, calm bloating and digestive cramps, and even lower the frequency of hot flashes. Researchers think these effects may come from a gentle combination of plant compounds with mild estrogen-like activity, along with the ability to relax smooth muscle in the digestive and reproductive systems. Scientific honesty still matters. Most human studies remain limited in size or focused on specific regions, so the evidence is encouraging, but not yet strong enough to draw firm conclusions for entire populations. Laboratory experiments have also explored how fennel compounds interact with cellular stress pathways involved in cancer biology. These findings are strictly experimental and far from showing any real benefit in humans. So the most accurate way to understand fennel is not as a cure, but as a potential source of gentle support, one small tool that may complement but never replace thoughtful medical care and healthy daily habits. Every biologically active plant has limits. Fennel is no exception. It contains estragol, a natural compound that raised safety concerns in high-dose animal studies when isolated and concentrated. Normal culinary use appears safe, but concentrated extracts deserve caution, especially over the long term. Fennel compounds may also influence drug-metabolizing liver enzymes, meaning high supplemental doses could theoretically change how certain medications are processed. And one more important gap remains. Long-term human safety data, particularly during pregnancy, breastfeeding, or high-dose supplementation, are still limited. So the lesson isn't fear. It's respect for dose, context, and evidence. Food-level fennel is widely considered safe. High-dose extracts should involve medical guidance. So where does that leave us? Somewhere between tradition and evidence. Between ancient stories that gave plants symbolic power and modern science that tests what they truly do inside the body. Because the real story of fennel is not about danger and not about miracles. It's about understanding how small molecules, used wisely and in the right context, can gently influence human biology over time. And that brings us to something deeper. In myth, fire changed human history overnight. In reality, health changes slowly. Through daily chemistry, not miracles. Fennel is not a miracle cure. But within this ancient plant are compounds that can calm inflammation, support digestion, interact gently with hormones, and contribute antioxidant protection effects now being explored by modern science, even as the research continues to evolve. Not magic, not myth, but biology refined across thousands of years of evolution and centuries of human use. From the plains of Marathon to modern laboratories, the fire-bearer's secret was never flame. It was chemistry. If you enjoy uncovering the real science behind ancient foods, like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next deep dive into the hidden power of plant-based health. And as always, stay happy and healthy.